Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. We are seeing, with the disastrous 2023 election for the Republicans, that Democrats are looking like they could possibly pull 2024 off, despite Joe Biden's poor approval rating and this daily backlash by left wingers and right wingers, that Donald Trump could possibly pull this off. That's not necessarily the case. 2023 was a horrible year for Republicans, but there was many reasons for that. They're easily explainable. An example, like in Kentucky, was Andy Bashir's popularity. He has won 2015 in a good margin. He has won 2018 on a good margin, and now, of course, he's going to win 2023 in a good margin. Yes, he's very well popular, very well liked. So it does not surprise me. Yes, Andy Bashir wins by 5 points. Absolutely. That's what polls had predicted since January of 2023, and that seems to be the case. In Pennsylvania and Ohio, the issue of abortion thrived. In Ohio, they literally gave a ballot measure saying, do you want to add reproductive rights to the Constitution? And they said yes. And it was probably going to be that way, according to polls, since August. And then Virginia was the only reason that kind of went tossed up. And I think a lot of us forget that Virginia is a blue state. It voted for Biden double digits. We got to remember, yes, if if they had to vote for Glenn Youngkin again, they'd probably reelect him. He's a well-popular and well-liked governor. I think the governor did very well. Did a good job going around the Commonwealth and advocating for the Republican Party abroad, but in reality, yes, Virginia has gotten very blue thanks to its many cities scattered all around the Commonwealth: Alexandria, Arlington, Richmond, Roanoke, Lynchburg, I think it's called, but Virginia Beach, all these different cities all around the Commonwealth, Democrat run. So I think that's a big reason, and plus the black belt is also a big factor. Also, so the question is, with a terrible year for Republicans, can we still move on? Yes. In fact, we are seeing good triumph in many issues. It's saying here there is a lot of issues that's on play, such as abortion access, healthcare, education, gun control, LGBT rights, and the state of the economy, and the climate change. So there are a lot of issues. However, I would say Donald Trump has triumphed in many of these issues. And I think we are forgetting that Joe Biden's tenure was disastrous, completely disastrous. And when it comes to this, we have the foreign affairs, and I think that's something we need to add there. Foreign affairs, foreign policy, because foreign policy has gone down the drain with the Biden administration. We've blundered in Afghanistan, Ukraine, and now in Israel. So we need to kind of fix this. And I think Donald Trump's going to triumph when it comes to foreign affairs. We were kind of more peaceful when it came to foreign affairs. Let's admit it. We were more friendlier with North Korea. We were more diplomatic with Russia. We made more deals. The left says, oh, they're trying to buddy up and all that stuff. No, it's not. You have to do that because we're trying to prevent World War III. We cannot go through basically no one can get their way. No one can get their way on everything. And Russia knows this. And together we're trying to make an agreement. We don't want war. We don't want war. No one wants war. And no one wants to have their people get hurt. So, and despite that, yeah, RFK Jr. on the ballot, very possibly polling around 20%, he's probably going to influence this big election. He's probably going to win the moderate vote. He is pulling a really good one. He could be swiping Trump supporters. So that is a very big speculation that we need to consider. Yes, so let's take a look now at our map. So big news: Trump is ahead in all the swing states. If you want proof, go to this map and you'll see it. How I consider it is, if you win 2 polls or 3 polls in a row, you're officially in the lead in that state. So that's what the situation's kind of going right now. Trump is polling really close. The closest one being Michigan. Right as of right now, Michigan is tossed up. And that's what it's probably going to look right now. So Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, and Arizona. The states that Donald Trump could not win in 2020, these tossed up states that Donald Trump couldn't win in 2020, and what it's going to look like. So I can guarantee you that Donald Trump and Joe Biden will be winning a few. Yes, Donald Trump is going to win like 2 of these states or possibly all of them. But I can guarantee you Donald Trump will win either 1 or 2. He'll be flipping some states. I think it's ridiculous that people think that Joe Biden is going to carry the exact same amount of states that he carried in 2020 because this is a rematch election. That's hilarious. That's just, you don't know history. You don't know history. You don't know historical elections. People's minds change. People's views change. People move around the country. It does not work like that. So it's kind of silly. And if that's the case, then why is Republicans and Democrats? Why isn't if the exact, like, red states and blue states vote exactly the same in every single election? Why? So yeah, made my point. Yeah, it's not. Guess what? Breaking news: Joe Biden. The map's going to look a little different. It can look similar. Like, sure, Biden could prevail in the West like he did in 2020, but he's not going to carry every single state he did in 2020. It's just absurd. So we're going to. Yeah, this is basically our prediction map. Taking a look here, Donald Trump ahead in Pennsylvania. Good news. The one thing that the elections did kind of tell Republicans, Erie County can be won. Republicans couldn't win Erie County in 2022. However, Republicans ended up carrying this county in 2023. A victory for residents of Erie County, Pennsylvania. And this is a county that is populated. It has a good, influential population. Why? The only sea access is corridor, Pennsylvania. Very populated area. So, yes. And we also have Northampton County going for Republicans, despite the county voting ridiculously for the Democrats for some reason. But I expect, like in 2020, this one would be more tossed up. In Georgia, we same results as a couple weeks ago. We had Washington County and this county go red. Same results except for these 2 counties. Donald Trump ahead by 5-6 points according to the polls in the state of Georgia. Joe Biden hasn't won a poll in Georgia since August and July. This meaning that this is pretty good for Trump in this state right here. Michigan is the most tossed up, like I said. Donald Trump has won the last 2 polls. However, the recent polls have been ties. Tie after tie after tie after tie. Both sides winning like 44%. And if you include RFK Jr., it's most likely going to turn out that Trump would carry this county unless Sure, yeah, Joe Biden did have a victory too. But if Cornel West prevails, if like Cornel West is very good at stealing third party votes and stealing left wing votes, then sure, absolutely, I could see Joe Biden carrying. I mean Donald Trump carrying the state. We have Grand Rapids, this county right here, voted for Trump in 2016, but it significantly got very popular, significantly became non-competitive. It's probably going to go for Joe Biden. It's leaning more and more left-wing every day. Donald Trump has more chance of winning in this county than in this county. So I'm going ahead and give this county to Trump. Meanwhile, this county up to the north voted for Joe Biden. It voted for Democrats in the last in 2022 by a ridiculous amount. I'm just predicting that right here, right then, it's probably going to go for Joe Biden. Nevertheless, in Wisconsin, same map as of the 2016 election. As Door County will go for Donald Trump. This map will probably go for Donald. This map in Wisconsin, it's not how much counties you carry, and realistically, it's about pretty much uh, the votes, because each count Donald Trump is carrying a vast amount of counties, like Brown County, which holds Green Bay, a popular city, like the third most popular city in Wisconsin. Uh, well, Joe Biden carries like Madison and Milwaukee. So yeah, Wisconsin has a vast amount of cities all around the state. Very popular amount of cities here. So yeah, I do think yes, Joe Biden. It'd be kind of tossed up, but yeah, you could say this is a Joe Biden or Donald Trump victory. But with Door County in Trump's hands, I'm predicting this will most likely be a Trump victory. So now going down to Arizona. I had a hard time at this one, but according to polls, Donald Trump is ahead in Arizona by 4 points. Maricopa County, the county that holds Phoenix, biggest city, one of the top 10 biggest cities in the United States, the biggest capital city in the United States, will go for Donald Trump. This, I personally think, if you're going to get 4 points, you probably need Maricopa County. So we're going to go ahead and give Maricopa County to Donald Trump. Thus said, Arizona goes for Donald Trump. In Nevada, Donald Trump flips Washoe County right here. Holds a vast amount of population, more popular than these counties over here. But yeah, Donald Trump wins like by 4 points also in Arizona, just like in Arizona. With Clark County, however, making this more competitive, holding Las Vegas and all that stuff. Joe Biden, of course, will prevail there. However, Clark County is a winnable county, as you know. Republicans have won this county in some elections. It almost voted. I want to believe it almost voted Republican in 2022. But it really, I think it almost did in the gubernatorial election. I don't know. Probably, it almost went in the lieutenant governor, I want to think. But yeah, that's Clark County. And that is the swing states in the United States. Joe Biden carrying 67 counties, Donald Trump 346. So what do you guys think? Donald Trump most likely will prevail on issues like the economy, inflation, uh, and let's see, inflation, foreign policy, the border crisis, immigration. Well, Joe Biden seems to prevail in just abortion in general. Abortion, maybe climate change. But what do you guys think? Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this political video, and I'll see you